Welcome to the recap of Pulp Cthulhu Black Heart Crucible Session 9. As always, let me thank Juice at Master the Game for hosting and playing, his partner in crime, Paula at Awkwardly Nerdy, OSR guru Bill at RollStats, and the amazing Triple Point Jason, Josh, and Isaiah. This week, we had a special guest, Mike, who reprised his role as from an old 5e campaign. The link will be somewhere on the screen, hopefully. We pick it up as the players are in Pinochet's in a gunfight. Ethel's unconscious, Luther's badly hurt, and they're looking for a way out. They get assistance from our special guest, and literally fly back to the university. At the university, they meet a second contact sent by Boris. She provides them with a place that provides alternative medicine. Ethel and Luther are cured. They make it back to the university to plan their next course of action. And now, our disclaimer.
Hopefully you're not an underage kid.
Or in the same room, or even in an adjacent room, or even in the same house.
In the same country.
Right. Yeah. If you're under the age of 40, it's really it's so way. Yeah.
They did PG-40.
Oh God, it hurt!
That's his favorite thigh.
You can hear some of the gunshots ringing off the rolls, hitting the armor.
How close are the are any of the dead people to the car right now? Open the door, grab the body, toss it on over. I'm just going to go in reverse. There's no point in trying to back out here.
And as you go over where the window was, where you went through there's a big burst of gas and oil that seemed to come from the engine. And Pedro kind of sits up and goes, ooh, I guess I should have checked that. The car comes to an abrupt stop.
I'll try to start it again.
Yeah, it's dead in the water.
Way to go, Bonnie. You blew up a Rolls.
I blame Pedro for
best
this.
car on the planet, and you tore it up.
I blame Pedro for this too. God damn it, Pedro.
Let's get the bikes out of the trunk and get the hell out of here.
Arthur is going to look over at Professor Fleming. You're like a doctor, right? Isn't there anything that you can do for Ethel?
I'm not a medical doctor, right?
Well, yeah, but you went to school. Do something. Staunch the bleeding, woman.
What is she, like a dentist?
Yeah, and you're an anti-dentite.
The liberal arts professor Fleming attempts to do a first aid check on
I didn't realize she was a communications major. Sorry.
Any content provided by those in this game are of their own opinion, are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, anything, anytime, anywhere. Grabs a scarf she's got in her pocket and tries to wrap up the hand and realize it's the wrong one, and then she goes over to the other one.
It's not hard, Professor Fleming. Look, find the stump.
Outside onto the street, there's a couple vehicles, but they have civilians in them with guns drawn. Bonnie, you, however, spot...
leaping from the fire escape is a large figure wearing a heavy trench coat, hats. The hat comes away, and it's a fantastic mullet. Surprisingly atop the head of some kind of turtle person.
But do you see the giant turtle person?
It's Hulk Turtle!
Oh, God, hurts!
It's Hulk Turtle!
How's my grandmother looking? I just want to assess her real fast. The hand.
Ethel, you get 4 HP back, and you start to come to. She obviously will need some kind of serious medical attention. It's unclear if the hand will be able to be used.
So where's my lake?
Also, there's a turtle dude. He's not shooting at us yet, so I think we're okay. But we do need to get out of here.
Everything went to hell, Ethel. You can't ever pass out again. Everything went to hell.
I'm opening the door, stepping out. Do I see how far are those other cars?
20 yards away.
Pedro, where's my lake?
He's just scrambling around looking for it.
This turtle person, the thing that he takes out, a giant lollipop. He takes the stem out, and then he kind of tosses it in the air, kind of begins to spread as a cloud. As you look at it, they're actually little machines that are kind of flying, and the stem is like a laser pointer. and he points it.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm having a really bad trip right now. Bad trip.
I rolled it and it tells me it's a failure. I'm just gonna push it.
You're having a hard time with the laser pointer. You just put it right center mass on Bonnie.
Duck!
So I'm going to hit the ground and roll.
Machine goes flying right past you and into the restaurant.
Phil's gonna pop out of the sunroof and fire a lake round at the other car that has a whole bunch of people shooting at us in it.
Ah, you commie bastards!
Luther has pulled a quarter ounce of cocaine out of his pocket and he's applying it to the wound in his leg. It's just numb the pain. And every once in a while he'll take a little freeze and then he applies it to his leg. So yeah.
Boom, and it catches fire, and you can see the people in the vehicles. They're running out.
Burn, you commie bastards! Just like your beloved Pinochet, still tag team champion of Latin America.
Billy Bob's going to head around to the trunk to open it to start getting the bikes out. And as he's walking back there, if he sees any hostiles, he'd like to nonchalantly point Grandpappy's shotgun in their direction and give him a little face full of pellets.
There's somebody like 10 yards from you that has drawn a rifle and is pointing it at you. Blake, you see him shoot this one guy. Are you going to shoot him too?
Yes, I missed though.
You just blast his arm. He grabs it, or he drops the rifle and just kind of drops to one knee.
The turtle person pulls out a silver disc. He would run up to the car and affix it to whatever spot he can.
These tendrils start to grasp, go all around the car.
It's now half alive.
Actual fuck, Leonardo just attached something to our car and it's floating, Ethel. Help, like, am I dying, Ethel? I thought it was supposed to be a light.
Get in the car!
It begins to undulate.
Sweet, Blake, we don't have to unload the bikes. Let's go.
Okay, sounds good.
In the place of the steering wheel, in the center of it, is now a face, kind of like a puppy.
I'll be chirping gears and pulling Brody's going,
I don't see it, puppy. I don't remember that time you made that bun cake, Ethel. I want it again before I die. But...
Just have a cigarette and calm down.
Bonnie, you're driving.
What is all going on here with the puppy face steering wheel and everything else? What has happened to my control surfaces?
It gets really happy and excited and like is kind of waggling like it wants you to steer it.
If you scratch it behind the ears, depending on which ear you scratch, it'll turn.
What the hell is going on?
The ashtray pops out with a big mound of kibble, and you realize if you feed it the kibble, the vehicle goes faster. It barks a couple times and kind of paws at you, and you realize there's a squeaky toy. And if you take the squeaky toy and squeak it and turn it like this, you can direct the vehicle, go in reverse or forward.
I will squeak it backwards and put a kibble in the mouth to make it go, right?
Yep, and hover above the city, and you begin to take off.
Spin us around and go forwards and scratch it behind the ear, so we're going away from this place.
So,
Billy Bob's going to lean out the window with his Russian sniper rifle. Do I see a propane tank behind that restaurant?
Sticking right out of the back of the restaurant.
You can see all the political dissidents who've been shot in the back of the head by there as well.
Yeah.
they're all standing around the propane tank.
They're sitting there smoking, and they look down, and then there's a large fireball that erupts. Professor Fleming's like, just go to the university.
I need a doctor.
Be nice to your girlfriend and she'll take care of you.
You say that as she is trying to sneakily put her hand down where this white powder is and going,
Hey, I got you. Yeah, all right.
This turtle person would hop in the back right next to you and say, "Don't worry, Brown Racer, you're not dying today."
Thank you.
It's a fail.
Okay.
You could push it.
Don't.
Actually,
this is Luther. Yes, push it.
And so it would be 20 luck points, and then
You don't want to blow 20 luck points on Luther, believe me. Like that.
you don't know the way that my character feels about the Brown
You don't
Racer.
wanna-
Clearly, he's a fan.
Yes.
you get 3 HP back. As,
Nice. I'll take it. I will take it. Thank you. Everyone meet Raphael.
Actually,
he's just
I
amazing.
knew your name. How did you know mine? I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. Special Agent Raphael Macchio.
Sweep the leg. He reached out to touch him. Like, oh my God, it's not. Guys, it's not like Karen. It's real.
Wait,
Yeah.
Karen's not real?
Raphael is real, and he's my new hero. Like, you used to be you, Blake, but you forget it, man. Like,
Dude, we're tag team champs. How are you going to sell me out like that? At least let me throw you through a barbershop window first, okay?
Oh, this has been a completely unexpected love triangle.
Special Agent Ralph Macchio pulls the belt from his trench coat and says, "Here, you can use this."
Thank you. Wrap it up on my grandma's arm. Pull
Okay,
the belt
give me
as tight as I can.
Let's stop the bleeding, and it'll do for now.
So, Grandma, you have about 2 hours before the hand will have to be amputated.
He's a goddamn turtle person in a car full of people with guns.
Actually, Grandma, it's no longer a car. It's a hover vehicle with a dog face.
It's like a spaceship.
Luther grabs the phone from Ethel's purse and he dials Boris.
Yes, hold on. Hold on. Let me pause. Russian Housewives. I was watching last episode. Yes.
Look, you can watch the Real Housewives of Moscow later, Boris. Like, Pablito is a complete and total dumbass. Ethel lost her hand. I am bleeding out and dying, and legitimately one of my nightmare/trips is alive and in front of me, and he's literally the only person that cares about me right now.
It's true. There's a turtle person here.
Boris, we need a safe house. We need a doctor, and Pablito needs to be fucking fired or shot or both, in that order.
Sounds like things going according to plan.
Things are going peachy, Boris.
So you badly hurt. What is this turtle person you speak of?
It's Special Agent Ralph Macchio. I believe his code word is wax on, and then the countersign is wax off.
Or
I don't
turtle
know.
wax. It's turtle wax.
I'm losing a lot of blood, Boris, but like right now he's the only guy that I trust.
You are near medical university. See if maybe there is some young intern who needs.
Tried that. Peggy's a communications major, Boris. All right, I don't know how like higher education works in the Soviet Union, Boris. You got to give us.
I will find this. I'll get you information. Give me 15.
15? I'm dying, Boris.
I've got 2 hours tops before I'm a cripple for life.
Don't worry, I will get it taken care of.
But seriously though, okay, Western people time, right? Like not
Brazilian.
pretend like you're not behind the wall now. I don't want it. This is not going to be on Eastern people time. This is on Western people time, right? Like time is money here, Boris. Let's go.
Luther, you know better than to call him during Real Housewives of Moscow.
Yeah, I know. He's probably already like 3 freaking bottles of Smirnoff in. We need a doctor.
You look familiar. And he's pointing at Bonnie.
You probably ordered pizza.
No.
Actually, that's
Like-
probably true.
Your parents. I see the resemblance to your mom. That's it.
You mean to tell me that my grandmother wasn't lying when she said my parents were abducted?
I can't say whether or not. I never got a chance to actually finish the case.
Who took
Went
them?
cold.
Are they alive still?
I wish I could tell you that.
It is a little weird.
Never got that much information out of it.
Are you suggesting then that my grandmother really did sleep with a spaceman and have their child, possibly?
If
Ethel,
your
all
grandmother
right.
says.
I'm not surprised. Ethel was a little promiscuous. Nothing wrong with that, though.
I would suggest a hospital, but based on the fact that Professor Magneto wanted me to intervene on your behalf, I'm guessing a hospital will just end up with using a body bag.
Magneto's a good guy, or are we just bad guys? It's hard for me to keep track.
He's not a great guy. He's kind of an asshole.
Think about lizard people.
This whole town is full of Gorn. They're pretty weird creepos in that they like to pass themselves off in human skin.
Why did they attempt to kill us then when we went to the restaurant?
I mean, we did kill their leader on the cruise ship.
And broadcast it to all of them live?
You weren't watching the fight? I mean, there were like chunks of them just showing lizard scales off to the whole world. Well,
Yeah, the
broadcast.
reception wasn't real great. It was real grainy.
What?
Go, Bonnie.
That's
Great.
blasphemy. Bonnie screwed it up? No wonder my agent didn't track me down yet.
From what I saw, it was an awesome fight, though. Brown Racer, you really handled yourself well.
Thank you. You want me to sign something for you? I could sign something for you.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Pulls off his mullet wig and wants you to sign the inside of it.
For real? The brown streak is more over than me? This is bullshit.
Wearing a pillowcase.
He's wearing underwear with a shit stain.
Luther signs to Raphael, my biggest fan. Karate, yes. Good. Karate, no. Good. Karate, squash like grape.
He does a backflip in a joy, and then he puts it right back on his head and says, I'm going to cherish this forever. I got to say, with the name like the Plain Peeper, there are some other
That's not
concerns.
my name. That's not my name. That was a misprint on a shirt. I didn't sell those shirts.
Right. Well, that's what I
because
know.
of Luther wearing the shirt when he came to my house.
Definitely stay away from any kind of priest get up in your matches.
Don't be jealous, Blake. It's not a good look on you.
This is my career. I've been working for years to hone this temple into something that looks great on television. And you, with your shit-stained underwear, get over in one match where you got your ass kicked and you spent half of it out cold outside of the ring, and I did all the work, and we won because of me, and you're the popular one. It's bullshit.
The door to the lobby opens. Ethel and a Latin woman comes in, looks to be in her 60s. Just comes like marching through the door and looks around. She's like, "Oh, are you hit? You're injured?
Yeah, I'm missing a hand.
Get everybody together. I'll get you some treatment."
Get your asses inside, goddammit!
You
Right.
head out the door, and there's a Latin woman standing there next to like a 1970 Econoline van that's got some like flames on the side of it.
In
She's
interest
like,
of whether or not we trust her, is White Snake being heard from inside the passenger area?
"No, Eye of the Tiger."
Of course it is. It's my theme song. Like, yeah, of course.
Your theme song. That was my entrance song way before yours.
She opens the side door. She's like, "Quick, everybody in. We're going to get treatment." "No, it is not a hospital.
Clinic?
It's the only in a roundabout way. Yes."
Pharmacy?
Yeah, I'm not sure now is the time to pick and choose how long we take to get these people to stop bleeding.
As you enter the van, there's a couple bench seats, but there are shelves, and they are lined with shoes.
Do any of them look like expensive shoes? Like,
Oh, they are all expensive shoes.
Oh, so Luther is holding the shoe up to his foot to see which ones are going to fit.
She looks in and sees you do that, and she's like, "Steinmetz, don't touch the merchandise. This is going to take about 45 minutes, but we should have enough time. We cannot go to any of the hospitals in Valparaiso because they'll be looking for you. This is the
Kind of
best
what I
alternative.
figured.
It's the best alternative we have."
Why were they shooting at us? Is it because we killed Pinochet?
Yeah, and Franco, and it was televised.
They had it coming.
They did have it coming.
I
like, for
agree.
real.
So she pulls up to like a campsite. Like, "Now listen, we are going into the belly of the beast. Just try to keep your cool if you want to get this done.
Do I need to reload my China Lake? Is that what you're telling me?
You might want to wait till after the treatment." And she walks over to a picnic table and kind of pushes it aside and moves some of the dirt, and there's a trap door, and she pulls it open, and she's like, "Let's go," and starts to head down a hallway that's dimly lit. You can hear noises of like chanting, and she comes up to an open area. There are 3 individuals. They are obviously lizard people with black cloaks. They have strange markings on them. And she starts to talk to them in a language that you have never heard before. And they just kind of give you a look, and they're kind of looking at you all.
You said lizard people? Like the
Yes.
people we've been fighting?
Yes.
Under his breath, knew they were a cult.
Luther looks over at Ethel and is like, "Do you really trust these people to put your hand back on? You're going to walk away with a lizard claw."
At this point, I'm out of options, honey.
Into this room that just looks like there's a stone tablet. See the yellow eyes doing some sort of chant in a strange language.
Yeah, Ethel, lay down.
I swear to God, if this is some messed up culty shit and I die, I'm gonna come back and haunt your ass.
He grins and smiles, looking at your hand, and then reaches behind him, and he pulls out a meat cleaver and goes whoosh, and hacks the rest of the whole hand off.
What the hell?
The chanting in the room gets really loud. They take some kind of cloth and just kind of cover you in it, kind of sticky, and it kind of like sticks to your whole body, and it begins to like form around you. It gets tighter and tighter and tighter.
This better remove some wrinkles.
Everything goes black. I feel like you're suffocating. You just rip this off, and you just stand up and start ripping off, and you realize these are scales. that you are ripping off your body, and they're just kind of falling all around you.
Goddamn alien shit.
Yeah, some of those wrinkles are actually gone, and those weird, blemished stuff on your skin are gone also. And you look down, and you have a lizard hand.
Well, at least it's a hand.
As we walk by the room that Luther's in, Ethel's just going to give him a thumbs up with the lizard hand.
Luther's like, nope. You'll
be fine, Luther.
He looks down at his inner thigh and sees legitimately he's bleeding out. He just he slowly shakes his head and he's like, all right, wait 1 second. He pulls out what's left of his quarter ounce and just like inhales deeply and says, okay, all right, let's go. Wait, before I do this though, right? Like, does it enhance body parts? Like, was Ethel's hand bigger?
The chanting gets loud. Cloth over you that begins to stick to you and grab onto you and just starts to form around your body, getting tighter and tighter, harder to breathe, until you basically are suffocating. You reach out and again rip this off, and you realize they're scales. They just fall off your body. You look down at your left thigh that had been badly damaged, and there are lizard scales now where the hole was, and on the right side where the undead zombie thing had bit you and had not healed is now healed, and there are now lizard scales on your right thigh.
Does Luther feel better?
Oh yeah,
Billy Bob, it's phenomenal. Like, okay, we have the wrong perspective on these lizard people. Like, I'm feeling good. They fixed Ethel up, they fixed me up. Blake, look at these thighs. It looks like I do leg day every day, man. Like, these are
what they do to you.
Dude, I'm jacked. Like, you should just ask him to go back there and just pump up a little bit.
You
man.
forget I try to keep my body pure and clean.
You guys don't really know if there are long-term side effects.
Well, I'm not in it for a whole lot longer.
Yeah, so we carry around a little salmonella. Like, who doesn't? It's no worse than it's no worse than the other STDs that I was carrying around. I'm good with it.
You are all running for the van. Everybody give me a power roll. Bonnie and Blake and Luther, you all make it to the van, and you turn around, you are all like frozen in place.
Luther will run over and rifle through her pockets.
Okay, pull out her ID.
What does it say?
It's Imelda Marcos, Valparaiso, Chile.
Oh, shit. God damn it, the shoes. I should have known.
You got the keys.
I remove her shoes and I run back to the van.
So as you turn the key, it clunks and then just kind of dies. You can see Ethel begin to levitate in the air and start to head towards the trap door like she's on her way down there.
Luther is going to take some of his yayo and put it into a dollar bill, roll it up so it's like a little straw, and he runs up to Billy Bob and blows it into his mouth and slaps him in the face.
You are unfrozen and pissed off.
That one that came out second is getting shotgun.
Boom!
Right in the chest. Ethel falls to the ground.
Ethel's whipping out General Custer out of her person, giving the other one 3 rounds.
Just bleeding and just staggers, falls to the side and is like on the ground.
Luther is certainly gonna go run up to Ralph.
Luther's doing his magic.
Have a couple Heinekens, guys. It'll take the edge off. It's all good.
I'm popping the hood on this van as fast as humanly possible.
A bunch of biters and crickets and other worms and bugs just kind of come out of the engine block and just start covering the van and going everywhere.
Luther looks over at Special Agent Ralph Macchio and says, "Look, dinner!"
So you just clear these bugs out of here, and some of the cables and stuff had come disconnected, so you quickly connect all of them as Special Agent Macchio strikes the engine block with his brass knuckles and sends a charge through it, and the van just comes to life.
Hell yeah.
All aboard.
As I'm getting in, I want to fire at him with my rifle. It's a 5-barreled rifle. When I pull the trigger, all the rifle barrels begin glowing, and then the 4 surrounding the main barrel just kind of converge.
Death Star laser.
This Gorn in a cloak is struck. Poof.
I got a brand new pair of Manolo Blahniks. They're yours if you just tell us what we need to know.
What we need to know is, does the group of Gorn that attack us have any relationship to the cult of Stalin?
No, Gonzalez is using the Gorn.
What's he using them for?
He wants them to help him build something or look for something. He called it some sort of box or something about calico. I don't know.
Melly, what do you know about crystals? I pull out the crystal that sort of was affecting the Gorn.
She is mesmerized by it. Better not let them see you have that.
Is that what they're looking for?
The only ones I've ever seen aren't that size, and they're usually black crystals.
Is this tied to calico in some way, shape, or form?
If they were to have this, they probably could create the box.
What's the box supposed to do?
I've heard that it's supposed to take you to some place that doorway to all worlds, all timelines.
So the cult of Stalin isn't trying to resurrect Stalin. They're trying to go back and get him.
That would make sense.
So wait, you're saying that they're gonna try and bring Stalin to the present?
Or change the past.
I don't see Putin working very well with having somebody else challenge his power.
Right, but if they go back and change the past, does Putin even happen? Or do you change the total timeline? Is there even a Putin?
This is nothing new. MIB has worked a lot with parallel universes, time travel. This kind of thing happens all the time. It's not something as mind-shattering as one might initially believe. It wouldn't surprise me if a crystal like this was able to power devices for time travel.
Melly, what else do we need to build the box?
Probably need plans or a description or thing of that nature.
That's the thing that I got when I had gone with that group. It was plans. It was a book. It was schematics. Now I remember.
Where is it?
I brought it back to MIB.
Yeah, for 10 luck points, you can have a piece of like the directions where it would like fold out. You got like a square.
No, really, guys, if we can go back, we can start over. I don't have to be this anymore.
What else would you be, Luther? This is what you are.
I wasn't always this, Billy Bob. I'm more than this.
What did you used to be?
I used to be a real
Sober.
human.
You used to be sober.
Would you rather change yourself, or would you rather be the brown streak?
Weren't they?
Special Agent Macho, do you know where Professor Magneto is? He would have the rest of this information, wouldn't he?
First of all, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Second of all, when MIB was disbanded, who knows where those schematics may have gone to. I know that there was a commission that was very worried about additional issues with the time stream and parallel universes, and so they were very careful about what they did with those schematics.
Professor Magneto and Bobby X were rumored to have returned to Golden, Mississippi.
It looks like we're going to Golden, Mississippi.
And head to Fleming's office. And as you open the door, you catch Fleming in the act of doing a line of coke off the dead Gorn, and she's like, "It's not what it looks like."
Looks like Luther is in love.
As long it
Two channels out there. We had Saturday morning cartoons.
Again, I know how crazy this sounds, right?
And-
Luther has chlamydia.
At the university, they meet the second contact sent.